Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, I can't live without you. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, I can't breathe without your love.
Hello everybody, in today's video I'm going to be doing this makeup look. It's kind of a get ready with me for Easter day, but if you do enjoy this makeup look and enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And yeah, let's just get on with this video and I really hope you enjoy it. First things first are just the general wash your face. We're going to put on some Vaseline. My lips are dry right now. The next thing we're going to do is we're using the Nivea Sensitive Cleansing Milk just to cleanse my face. Then I'm using the No. 7 Early Defense Eye Cream. I just kind of do like a big blob and then spread it between both eyes. Using the Olay Early Defense Complete Lightweight Day Fluid for Sensitive Skin. Do that. I'm just using the Mario Badescu spray. So yeah, this is the spring take on my makeup look. It changes slightly between like winter and spring, but not a lot. I love how it's 12 o'clock and I'm finally getting up. This is what quarantine does to you. My face is feeling very nice, fresh and clean. I've got you and you got me. I actually hate my eyebrows with a passion, but it's fine, we can deal with them. My eyebrows are probably what takes me the longest in all of my makeup. I have 4 brushes that I use relating to this whole eyebrow section, and then I use the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in Blonde and I just kind of swirl it around. See, this just doesn't get enough liquid on my brush. And we outline the eyebrows. Ignore if they look really bad to begin with, we fix them. Well, we try to. It's because I've used a different spray to normal, so it's a different consistency to how I like it. Then I like to brush them out again. These are looking really bad today. I haven't done my eyebrows in a good like 2 weeks. Okay, we're just gonna have to work with what we've got because they have gone very patchy. To use the Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer in the shade 10 Ivory. I don't know how long I haven't been filming. I've finished my eyebrows. Basically, I don't know whether I mentioned it, the Rimmel Lasting Radiance in the shade 10 Ivory to basically carve out my eyebrows, and then to set the base on my actual eyelid, I've used the shade Bitter Start from the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette, and then the concealer that's just above my eyebrows I've just smoothed out. So we're going to move on to the actual eyeshadow. I don't tend to do anything too fancy for this. I tend to do the same kind of look depending on the palette. This is the palette that I am using at the moment, the Zoeva Cocoa Blend. I just kind of switch between them, but I'm using this Sheer Cover Fluffy brush and the shade Substitute for Love, which is this like kind of orangey, light orange shade, and I'm just going to pop this in the crease. Then I'm just taking this Spectrum A07 brush, using the same colour, but I'm just going to tap on it a bit more harshly in the outer corner and just bring it up slightly. I'm bringing it up to just before the middle of my eyelid, just keeping it in the outer crease though. Finally, I'm taking just this No. 7 angled shader brush and I'm just gonna brush it just to kind of even the colour out over the rest of the eyelid. And then the final thing is I'm just taking this little flat shader brush and I'm using the shade Bitter Start, again that white colour, and I'm keeping this in the middle of my eyelid and bringing it up in like an overly kind of shape. The next thing I'm going to take is my Revolution Ultra Contour palette, and I'm just taking this highlight shade and I'm using the same flat shader brush and I'm putting it in the same place as that white colour, and also a bit more in the inner corner, but this will probably disappear when I do my eyelashes, so we're gonna ignore that. A lovely basic eye look, takes like 2 seconds, so it's fine. So I'm still using my trusty Revlon Colour Stay in 150 Buff. I'm hoping I don't run out of this. I've still got quite a lot left, I think. And just the classic Superdrug Bee Sponge. So I don't like to use too much. I'm probably gonna use like a squirt and a half. That's probably enough. Sometimes I might need to add a little bit more. And I'm just going to spray the Mario Badescu face spray on again. And we're just going to blend. On camera, the light is really reflecting on my cheekbones. Okay, so this is I'm a bit more careful just because it is around the eyebrows, which have already been done, and the hairline. I've got quite a few spots on this bit of the hairline, so I tend to just try and cover these up with a light layer of foundation, whilst keeping it away from the eyebrows as much as possible. Because we've put concealer around the edge of the eyebrows, it doesn't matter too much if I don't go too close, because you can't actually tell, especially once I've got powder on. I honestly hate shooting with a light because my makeup always looks bad. I don't bring it down my neck too far, I only really bring it to here, so I make sure I get the chin and that first part of my neck. And weird not having makeup on and it's got very dry, even though I have been like moisturising and stuff. My skin just seems to like makeup more, and I dab where the smile lines are to try and remove some of the product, but because it's not very wet, it's not doing a good job today. Okay, so it probably looks a bit weird, it's not even showing up on camera. In person it makes this bit go quite red because it's removed quite a lot of the foundation which covers my redness, but this just means it doesn't go as like, the foundation doesn't sink into it as much throughout the day. So the next thing I'm taking is the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in the shade 1N, and I'm just probably going to use this under my eyes. I'm taking the Maybelline Matte Maker in the shade 10 Classic Ivory, and I'm taking the what's it called, Real Techniques contour brush. So as I blend in an eye, I then set it straight away with the powder because it goes really cakey. Okay, one eye done. And then with the leftover kind of concealer that's got onto the sponge, I like to do this just down the middle of my nose. Then I just take, oh my god, my makeup brushes are so dirty, I need to clean them. I'm taking the Spectrum A00 and I'm just going to set my entire face. I put quite a lot of powder on. I like it to be so that when I do this, it doesn't feel sticky at all. So this bit still feels sticky. Because if it feels sticky, it means it's going to move. It's going to get onto everything. But if I set it, I feel like it won't. I don't know if that's true. Okay, that's feeling pretty set, pretty smooth. Next thing I'm going to do is take the Revolution Ultra Contour Palette again. And I use this middle shade for contouring. And then I also use the brush, the Real Techniques cheek brush, but I flatten it as much as I can. Okay, so that's the main like contouring. I wouldn't call it perfect, but that's what we're rolling with. The next thing I like to take is my Real Techniques. Okay, it's rubbed off. I have no idea which one this is, but it's one of the like classic ones. And Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Basically the same places I've contoured, but I like to spread it out a little bit more, just to give me a bit more colour. And this I spread down my neck. Okay, I'm just going to take my powder brush, just to fix up the bottom part of the contour. Next thing I'm taking is the Soap & Glory Glow All Out Shimmer Switch highlight, but I use this as a blush because it's too dark otherwise, and I've just got this sleek fluffy brush and I apply this to the apples of my cheeks and bring it up slightly. Sometimes I cannot tell if that's done anything. In person this has done anything, on camera it's probably done nothing. And then the next thing I've got is the sleek highlighting palette in the shade Light Speed. I really love this, at least the only shade I've actually used is this one, but it is beautiful. And I'm taking the Real Techniques setting brush. I love this. Is this going to show up on camera? Who knows? Okay, in person I'm nice and glowy, on camera I can't tell, I've done a bit too much on my nose. It stopped recording! I'm going to do my eyelashes like off camera because it's about to die, but I'm using the Maybelline Classic Volume Express Waterproof Mascara, and then for my bottom lashes I've got the Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus Waterproof Mascara, and then I'm going to heat up my eyelash curlers using the hairdryer. I shall be back. So, mascara is done, and the final thing I'm using is this Rimmel Oh My Gloss in the shade 130. So I'm just going to pop that on. Okay, so that is the makeup look. I'm going to charge you guys and then I'm going to come back once I've done the hair. Okay, so I actually just found a spare battery, so that's good. Hair. What I like to do at the moment, I do like it straight where possible. I have slightly pink hair, ever so slightly tinged. I try to dye it, and in person today I can see it. I don't know how well you can see it on camera. By the way, my hair isn't naturally this straight. It's naturally a wavy frizz. My hair's feeling really soft though since I dyed it. So I'm just going to turn my straighteners on, and probably all I'm going to do is leave it down, but as you can see it's got a few kinks in it. I'm just going to straighten it out and sort that out, and then we will be basically done. I know my makeup look is kind of boring. Maybe I should add a bit more colour. Let's just add on a bit more of this orange because it's kind of come off a bit. Who even knows? See, I can see this in person, but I think it's just a bit overexposed for you guys. So, here is the final makeup look. I feel like this is so natural, but this isn't the most makeup I've done in a long time. Especially wearing lip gloss, like, crazy. Okay, so that is the finished makeup look. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was very just chill, and I mean, it's not taken me too long, so it's fine. It's just an easy makeup look, which for me is probably what I'm going to do on Easter Day, and that's great. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all soon with another one. Bye!
I can't breathe without your